It's weird.
I,
It's all good. It's weird it does that. It did it to me too before, so it's not just you.
it's okay. It's okay. We should Wile E. Coyote the entire stream. Right?
Hey, welcome everyone. Everything's fine. Nothing weird just happened.
Nope.
Hey,
This is all a part of the process.
Thanks to the
Awesome.
magic of editing.
Filling my beer here.
there's no editing.
Yeah.
Just hopefully they skipped just this part.
Yeah,
I've never done
hopefully
this
you do.
before.
If
40
not-
episodes in.
it's okay. If you have, cool. Thank you so much for being, kind enough to us that you.
Actually, if
skip
you have
through all
been here
that.
before, then you know that this is kind of what our stream is like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the nature of the first 5 to 10 minutes.
5-10 minutes of us apologizing for the quality of our stream, and then hopefully improving from there.
All yours, Matt.
Welcome back. So, been a little while, but what we came back from is you guys trying to figure out how the heck you're going to survive this next bit. As last session, a few things happened. Well, actually, we should probably, before we even get into it, I believe, Mike, you have something you got to say.
Yes, indeed, I do. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's episode of Songs of Creation. Sound brought to you by Syrinscape. Are you in need of terrific audio and sound effects for your tabletop RPG? Syrinscape does that, and that's why we use it. We don't use it for anything else. It's really just for the sound. Also, want to wish Ashley a happy birthday.
Hey.
Early.
Thanks, buddy.
Happy birthday
You.
to you.
You're
Everybody-
turning an unspecified age. Congratulations.
Thank you for not
Yay.
getting me a card like I got you 2 weeks ago.
I was just
And
waiting.
in celebration for Ashley's birthday,
Hey, there it is.
that sound was brought to you by Syrinscape. Take it away, Matt.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Syrinscape.
Thank you. Yes, a very, very happy birthday to everybody's favorite barbarian. Slash paladin now. Yeah, so to recap, a couple things happened last session. So, first of all, you all faced off against a formidable opponent that I think would have at least had one of you knocked out cold, if not for the fact that I'm still learning how to properly balance combat, and that
There's no such thing.
yeah, and that that you also use the Max of Stormhammers to temporarily stun her just enough time for everyone to come in and jump her ass. Kick, punch, kick, stab, dead. And then
That was awesome.
her, oh, hello. Then, after the combat, reaching to grab one of her swords, the many silver swords that lay on the ground, a portal opened up. Out of it came Avra, Adrax's sister, with a few differences. At any rate, she interrupted and prevented Spinecrusher from grabbing any of the swords, take possession of them, and emphasized that Adraxa had sent her back using the keystone that was in her hands, although even that was different, fractured, with some other kinds of augmentations made to it. You found that she went back in order to stop that specific mistake from being made. Outside of that, not really sure what else she meant, as she seemed somewhat cryptic and somewhat unwilling to divulge enough information. You then, Daresh Kalgresa revived, picked up using a leather apron found on the floor, used that to pick up and the silver swords, put them into long-term storage somewhere in the vaults of Fegershil. Time was wasting from there on. You quickly made way to the Scarab to fly over the city, helping first the Army of Ember. The more or less mercenary army working for you, trying to save the city as they were pinned down by a number of illithids. The mind flayers seem to have a good chance of killing almost all of them at the College of, I'm sorry, the Glass Hearth. But the army of Ember was saved rather miraculously by some sharpshooting, good flying, and, well, some. I'm not entirely sure how to describe the bomb dropping that Spine Crusher pulled off, but scantily clad, perhaps. Um, yeah, it
Awesome.
was.
Awesome
Yeah,
is how I would describe it.
awesome is how anyone
Yeah.
should describe it. Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, no, the Glass Hearth, under attack, but repelled. Soon enough, the scarab wound its way back around the city, deflecting, some of the arcane lightning that they throw at you, taking shots one by one and limiting threats throughout the city, but then coming back towards the Brick Palace, where you went to go support the First Legion, including, well, your favorite conduit strider. So that brings us to a point where, given the kind of narrow channels and complicated structure of it, Jaresh told you that you would not be able to get any kind of clear passes, flying through, or it was too dangerous to drop bombs and everything, as there were still people probably being sheltered or evacuated there, and far too many valuable things. You knocked down a smokestack, and that already did considerable damage, but it did also line up a good number of them to get squashed, hopefully reducing the challenge of this upcoming fight.
The upcoming what?
Upcoming what? Oh, never
What?
mind. You can always reason with people.
It's what? Why?
I made a map and everything.
He's
so
gonna make us get out of this protective ship. I know it.
making you get out of the protective ship. However, it also should be noted that there is a conduit strider and a number of First Legion friendlies on the ground as well. Presumably friendly. You never know. This could be all one master strokes, super plan.
Still sounds
But-
like a bunch of robots.
Yeah. Anyways. Let me just drop this stuff on the map.
Map is gorgeous, Matthew.
Thank you.
Super cool.
I was hoping you'd like it.
I do.
Okay.
M for monster?
Even though you guys had an aerial view, I'd say you know where things are. Oh, shit.
Three's not so bad. We could take 3.
Yeah. 3 what? That's not relevant.
Is 3 a
Action
lot?
economy, man.
Mike, call it a hunch. I feel like we're gonna need combat music for this one.
Hmm.
Call it a barbarian's intuition. Oh, did you get a new headset, Sarah? It looks cool.
Oh, I just got a new little cover for it.
I love it.
My last one was all stretched out.
I have to get. I feel like I need to get another new headset again. My what's it called? What was it? I had to take it apart and found out that they didn't. It didn't seem like they really soldered the wires so much as glued them onto the
Lovely.
thing. So it's every once in a while, if you ever see me slap the side of my headset, that's why.
I would highly recommend Steel Series. I love it so far. It's great.
I gotta do a lot of extra research before I get headsets because men's headsets just fall off my ears. They're way too big.
Yeah. Are you Turtle Beach?
Turtle Beach.
Yeah. I'm still serious, and surprisingly, like I have a small head, but these are actually a decent. Like I guess you can also tell how much large they look on my head than on Mike's.
Yeah. They're comfortable at
Okay.
least. They're still a tiny bit big for me, to be honest, even on their smallest setting, but they're pretty comfortable. Well, what's the F, Matt? Is
What's
F,
that?
F for friend?
Yeah, we'll just tell ourselves that.
They all are friend?
Oh no, that's for First Legion salvage scrap.
Oh, okay. So yeah. Logitech G series. Thanks.
And
I think
in the
Logitech.
house.
I think Logitech is gonna be my next mouse. Since mine's like coming up on 7 years old.
Whoa.
Dr. Panda, do you have the small head issue that I have? Big brain, tiny skull, that kind of thing.
Yeah. That's why I get migraines. It all checks out.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
What is shoot. Oh yeah. There you go. So
G733, very comfy. I'll probably put it on the wish list. Thank you. Go ahead, DM. I'm so sorry.
all good. Thanks for the recommendation. So in the midst of the scarab flying over the brick palace, you notice the kind of surprisingly still in solid shape, considering the fact that this city has been kind of picked up and plopped down in a different plane and picked up and dropped right back again. Yeah, those bricklayers knew what they were doing. Good lord. For the most part, except for on that one part that got blasted to smithereens, that giant smokestack that was used to crash down, crushing some of the a number of the illithids that had foolishly walked right into a nice clean row.
Is that Y13? Is that where the smokestack fell?
Or
like
give
row
or take,
13?
yeah, about the big pile of rubble that they're standing by.
Cool.
So, given this, let me ask. Tell you what, actually, let's do this. Roll a D20 and a D100.
Ooh, kind of fancy.
Who?
Yeah. Any one of yous.
I'll roll the D20 if somebody wants the D100.
Oh, okay. I rolled both. I'll roll the D100, I guess. 47.
Okay.
D20 was nat 20.
Ooh.
Off to a good start, friends.
Hopefully that's actually good.
Okay, 1 second.
Or not like how many enemies spawned in.
That would be bad.
You said
How strong we
47?
You say 47?
Or 47. Yep.
And what did you get on the D20?
Nat 20.
Oh, okay. All right. You guys drop down. So because and that is going to decide the XY of where you guys land. So that's going to put you.
There's my nat 20 of the night.
Hold up.
It's a coordinate.
Uh-oh.
And we'll say
It's scary. I like
say
it.
Zara lands right on top of this little platform between the two buildings.
I'm sorry. We
It was
jumped out of the
intentional.
ship. We consented to jumping out of the ship. Is that what happened?
There was that, or you can. God, this is a really aggressive soundtrack. All right. I mean, I guess this is probably what they would sound like, isn't it? All right.
This is Mind Flayer Battle from Syrinscape.
God, all right. Yeah.
They're so much scarier than I realized. Let's do it. Now
Right.
like I got skin in the game.
Yeah, it is really hard to focus with that. Jeez. And then also imagine like the tentacles. Like, oh god. Okay. So, and if you want, you don't have to. It just means that you'll probably end up seeing, you'll probably end up seeing the First Legion suffer probably casualties, and also maybe going feral if this Strider goes on.
Fair.
It's up to you.
Right.
There
We would have
you go.
intuited that they could have turned
There
on us
we
after we
go.
already took such pains to make them friendly.
Okay.
Sure. I'll get out of our nice, warm, cozy ship.
Okay.
I'm brave, whatever. Look at me. I have
Yeah.
Of course, I'm brave.
Same with Spine Crusher. He'll go down too. He's being really careful about it because he still doesn't have his armor on, I guess, or does he? Because that impacts my armor class.
I
Just
feel
saying.
like you would have donned it before shock trooping down, right?
I'll leave that up to Matt. Did we have time?
You threw the what? So the last thing I remember happening was you were climbing out Mad Max style with a bomb in your boxers, little heart shapes. Tossed it off into the midst of the brick palace, lining up a perfect shot to drop the smokestack, killing a bunch. After that, I'd say while in the few weeks that it's been since we played D&D, you probably had time to go and grab your armor at least.
Of course.
I'd say.
Yeah.
As to whether you probably still need to don it really quickly, so I'd say that would take an action.
Okay. All right. So as Atrax is going down there, I'm like, wait up! I'm pulling over my chainmail. Atraxa!
Stealth checks all around.
Why are we not wearing that? That makes no sense.
Stealth check while you have your armor off, real quick. So to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Stealth check. Oh yeah,
I am
25.
Still exhausted after I think going on 4 months now. So 11.
I have like none of my special abilities, so we're rested in forever.
About
Let
4
me-
months.
Top up my D&D Beyond to figure out how screwed I am.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I also suck at stealth checks now.
You get a 25 on your stealth, Spine Crusher? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what I'm mad.
Super stealthy. Putting my armor back on.
Yeah. I'm going down the rope like,
Atraxa, stop breathing so hard.
I'm tired.
Ooh, yeah, I used. Oh god, I have like no spells.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's gonna be an interesting session. All right.
has it been a hot sec since we got a long rest? Yeah, okay, yes, I thought.
Yeah.
We woke up on the head of a giant robot. We're taken back to Higri-Shil. We talked to the council. Sorry for derailing Matt. We talked to the council, made a plan on how to spend our wish. We went back to the robot that we fell asleep on top of. We put the tiara on top of him to bring him back to clarity. Then we made our wish and we all came back to Higri-Shil. We accidentally brought all the Illithid with us. That was a fight. And then we had another fight and it's
The ambassador,
yeah, the ambassador. It's been a day. It's been a long day.
It's been a very long day.
Yes.
It's actually been 2 years for everyone else, so you know.
Okay.
Let's kill some mind flayers.
All right.
I hope.
What's your stealth check, Sarah?
17.
17. Okay.
Could have been worse.
With that. Oh, you guys are lucky. All right. With that, it is just enough. Between the ship flying overhead and everything, you watch as a mind flayer looks up. It's back to you, turning to look up at the ship, and then kind of backing up along the alley, completely missing the three of you, just landing as it just scoots on down that hall. All right. Okay, let's roll initiative.
Okay.
Okay.
I see it is.
Okay. Nat 1 plus 6 is 7.
16.
Oof. Okay, 7,
Also
16. 16 as well?
Yep.
Okay. All right, and let me... Okay. Up first is the Conduit Strider. All right, our good friend.
Can you please walk us through what we see when we drop to the ground?
So I'd say you saw most of this from the air, right? Including the wreckage. When you drop to the ground, now that you're down at ground level, it's a little bit more confusing and everything. It's sort of like the Brick Palace itself is not a single building, but a massive, massive complex of, blacksmith shop here, mason's tools here, and, wheelwright and tinsmith, all sorts of trades and artisans and everything, plying their wares and building different things throughout the city. Now they didn't build it up at once, but over time. So as a result, it became this sort of towering cacophony of architecture, right? Like, buildings almost staggered on top of each other to the point where it almost looks like one of those disarrayed shipping container lots, right, where everything's stacked on each other in like weird kind of configurations, but instead it's just brick and stone buildings that are just kind of built right up against each other. Some places there are parapets, and other places there are awnings to provide shade for people who are tired of working in the hot Higrashili sun. There are overhead, as Zara landed on one, for example. There are a number of walkways between buildings that often share laborers or tools or products, right? So
that's an overhead walkway that lower mind flayer's on.
No, you are currently on the ground. You two. Zara is on top of the walkway that is currently leading to the roof between these two buildings.
Could you please place our tokens? I don't see them.
Oh, you are at the very bottom of the map.
I was looking for me too.
Yeah, so the mind flayer here looked up and then kept walking this way.
Oh, there's more of them. Okay. Okay, cool.
Okay. All right, the Strider is up first, and it is going to use its turn, though, to try to call for more reinforcements. Okay.
Good boy.
All right, that will bring us to Mind Flayer 1, who is going to go up and try to... Actually... Would he do that? Okay, it is going to head towards the Salvage Trap and going to try to use its tentacles. Second. Okay, sorry, this thing doesn't have the proper thing to it. So 18 plus 7. Yeah, that hits. Okay. Oh man, yeah. All right, so the salvage scrap is grappled as the mind flayer just walks up to it, and the thing, almost like the conduit strider, is busy commanding others to rejoin. That the salvage scrap just seems sluggish, even though it's right next to it. It is immediately grabbed by the mind flayer, who begins trying to extract its brain through the metal. All right, second mind flayer. Going to float upwards and is able to get just onto this higher. Rather than going through the building, it just floats upwards and uses most of its movement to get up to that top level building there. Okay, that's going to bring us to the third mind flayer, who is going to continue walking down floating down the alleyway underneath of this bottom awning here. Getting about there. Okay. Adraxa, you're up.
How high is this walkway above us?
The walkway itself is probably about a good 20 feet.
20 feet.
You can try to do some dope monk shit, but
alas, I am not a monk, so it might not be so dope. I'm gonna do some dope paladin shit. Maybe. Alright, Adraxa's going to, touch her shoulder where there's this hand-printed scar and, focus. And these ethereal wings just, shimmer outward, like an 8-foot expansion. and she just like kind of unsteadily tries to like fly up. Do I need to roll for this to try and like pop the wings?
I can't remember what the hell I sent you.
We wrote it a long time ago.
I thought it was what I remember is that it's something where you have to roll to. At first, you have to roll to see if you can do it, and it's something where you are at an advantage if it's something where you would take fall damage.
Right.
Yeah. So just trying to go ahead and you can try and roll a wisdom check.
Okay. Nat 20.
Okay. With that, yeah.
Cool.
It just like almost like not even needing a leap of faith, but knowing that you need to. It's more the sense of duty. Something the wings flare out. Yeah. Okay. So you now have a Drax that can fly.
All right. I am going to try and go as quietly as I can in a dash because I'm still kind of like learning how to use them. But I'm just gonna like try and fly upwards and get an aerial view so I can see everybody because I know like some of them are moving and I didn't mean to hit the ground instead of this walkway. So I'll go probably straight up 30 feet, just
Okay.
40% of my movement. Cool. And would I see Mind Flayer number 3, or is he undercover right now, or she? I don't want to presume.
Mind Flayer 3 that just passed. You had just seen him. Kind of like I'd say like you guys all saw him like they like peeking out down the alleyway there. You've just seen like slantwise just the figure of him gliding past, right? But you don't see him currently. You can see probably up and above though, as the other Mind Flayer 2 is certainly a bit higher up, as that's one of the higher buildings in the entire place,
Cool.
or taller, I should say. That middle kind of concourse with all the equipment on top of it.
Very cool. I will use all
He's
of
probably another good 30 feet up, at least.
30 feet up. So I would need to go another 30 feet up to even see how high he is.
To be at level with him. From here, you can see the back of him up above.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I want to... I don't know if I have enough movement to get to him. Do I, even with a dash?
Use 30. What's your overall speed?
It's 40 overall, so dash would give me...
High speed?
Fly speed is also 40.
30 feet, so 80 feet, so we have another 50 feet of movement. I'd say, considering it's 30, you could probably get to about... You could get to here, right? And let me shrink you down. Whoa.
Whoa!
It's my first day with wings.
All right, I want to do some Nathan Drake type shit.
Okay.
I don't want to like land on that ledge. I want to like just try and stealthily get to the end and then hang on this corner. So I'm just like hanging by the tips of my fingers on the side. So hopefully just stay out of
Make
sight.
an acrobatics check.
Cool. 8.
Yeah, you haven't quite learned how to, like the fun. It's one of the funniest things anyone who would have been looking would have been able to see. Zara probably catches it. You just see her like kind of like her arms do this and her wings also do this as well.
Oh my god.
As she
No brakes! No brakes!
the wall does the stopping for her. You're hanging on successfully, but now certainly gathering the attention of the Mind Flayer in front of you. Okay.
Oh, we saw that.
Yeah.
Even Nathan Drake's not perfect. All right, well,
Yeah.
I dashed, so
That is your action. Not
That
to
is
mention
my
your bonus action was unfurling the
yes, it
wings.
was. Yep, I will.
So, and you've used your movement.
I will just hang out.
You can use a flourish to say something, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Probably damn it would be my recommendation.
I meant to do that.
All right.
So cool.
All right. That's going to bring us to Zara. You're up.
All right, so I'm up on this roof essentially, right? That's the same height as Mind Flayer 3, but lower than Mind Flayer 2.
You are... No, you are above Mind Flayer 3 by about a good 20 feet.
Okay. All right, I guess I'll walk up over the edge here and kind of like peer down at him.
Okay, you
And
look
cast-
down. Yeah, you have a clear... Yeah, you can see him. He is, at this point, like, he's underneath the awning. You could try to get a drop on him. You could...
I don't know if I want to give up his height though.
Yeah.
Can I still see him though? He's under the awning. Like, do I have a decent
Yeah,
enough?
at this point, you can kind of see his little Mind Flayer robe just underneath the, like trailing on the ground, even though his feet don't drag.
All right. Well, I would like to cast Sacred Flame on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a Dex save 17.
Okay, 1 second. Mind Flayer.
Whoa.
What was that? Ooh, 9.
All right.
Actually, it would be
He's
10.
going
No. All right.
He is going to be taking 13 radiant damage.
Nice.
And confirm something. Give me just a moment, please.
Yep.
One of these mind flayers in Syrinscape sounds like Johnny 5, right? That's not just me.
No, I heard it too.
Like R2.
Yeah, like R2 getting zapped, right? There it is. That's it.
They just like pitched it up or down or something.
Okay. All right. 13 points.
Yep.
All right. Second. Okay. All right. That will bring us to Spine
Wait,
Crusher. You're
one
or
more
yeah,
thing.
oh, sorry. That will not bring us to
I'm
Spine
going
Crusher.
to cast Spiritual Weapon and also just try to slash into Mind Flayer 3.
All right. Fuck him up.
Alright, so that is a 26 to hit.
All right. Yeah, that hits. Where do you want to put the spiritual weapon, by the way?
Probably like directly to the left of Mind Flayer 3.
Cuts right through the awning.
Shink!
And then zoop. Just nice, like almost like a downwards uppercut.
Ooh, nice.
Carves into the side of his head.
Yep.
He recoils back. Thick
Dealing
skin.
14 force damage.
How much?
14 force damage.
Right, 14. Sorry. Nice. Very well done. He's looking pretty hurt already.
I'm just
Alright.
afraid when he goes to hurt us.
Yeah. Okay. Spine Crusher is up.
Get it, son.
So Spine Crusher saw Adraxa like fly off, and he's like just kind of wide-eyed, like, yeah. But then he sees her like body like slam into the wall, and he's like, yeah, oh. It's like, that's sort of like, oh. Is there a easy way for Spine Crusher to get this build? So the roof that Zara's on, about 20 feet up.
Oh, sorry. Currently, no. You make an investigation check.
Yes, sir. 16.
Okay. I would say this. You don't see anything near where you are, but you immediately recall back to where you were when you were on the when you were dropping that bomb on the sky deck. What you do remember seeing is a lot of equipment on the rooftops just ahead of you, where there were ropes and mechanisms that could be used for elevating, heavy materials up to the roofs quickly.
Oh, okay. So it's not on the rooftops; it's on the ground.
Yeah, so you can see you remember up ahead, of, like straight north of where you were. There were all sorts of cranes and things like that, where you could quickly cut a rope and probably Robin Hood your way up the chandelier. Right?
Yeah. Okay. Spine Crusher is going to is that's these things up here, up here.
Yeah.
All right. All right. What's Spine Crusher want to do? He's thinking tactically. He's a wartime guy. He wants to get the high ground, so he's going to run, for those 3, 4, 5,
Parkour.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so he can't quite get to the crane. So he ran for his action. He's going for some of the materials to try to get up on top of the roof.
And also, I should point out that like the big diagonal thing you see above is a long diagonal bridge overlaying on top of the whole thing. So there are things to the right as well that you could get to. So in other words, like this whole section over here, right? This whole thing, this diagonal expanse.
Yeah.
That is like another bridge that goes over you, so you can walk under that if you needed to get if you wanted to go to the equipment or things like that on the right.
Yeah. That just means I have to move further. Is there stuff here?
No,
in
I
front
mean,
of
I'm saying instead of going this way, you could have moved this way too. Either way.
me? Yeah. To get to that equipment, those ropes and everything I see over there, it's a little bit further. So he's going for
It's a
the
little
nearest.
further.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
he's gonna move this way.
Okay.
That's Spine Crusher's turn. That's all he can do.
All right.
Did you take your healing from Sarah after that last fight?
I did. I think. Yeah, I did. Yep.
Just kind of jacked up.
He's looking rough.
Yeah. Yep. All right. First Legion Salvage Scrap 1 is going to try and break out of the grapple. 11 versus. Sorry. Nope. So he is still grappled. Yikes. Okay. Gross.
no.
The other Salvage Scrap is going to move up. I haven't switched. Is going to move up and try to attack. Miss. All right. And then we are back up to the top. Conduit Strider. Okay. It is going to take a step down and try to just kick the Mind Flayer that is right in front of it.
Yeah. Get
Fuck
it.
him up.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Crush him.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna make it do a strength saving throw.
Not bad.
Yeah. Nat 20, so it holds on, like almost gets kicked up, but the tentacles hold on and pull it back.
How dare you?
God. Ugh. All right, that's gonna be his turn. Okay, Mind Flayer 1 is going to. Oh, how does that work again? Yikes. Okay.
Yikes, he says.
It's going to try and take the brain
Oh my.
out of this poor salvage scrap. Oh, but it misses. Just it tries to bite through, but just between the massive hit it just took, probably cracking its ribs and trying to bite in, fails. All right. Next Mind Flayer sees you, Adraxa. He's going to turn around
Good. Bring it.
right next to you
Oh god.
and do me a favor and make a intelligence saving throw, 15 or higher.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an honor and a pleasure playing D&D with you.
Could have
Okay.
been better.
Unfortunately, you are stunned.
That would mean I fall off the side of this roof too.
It does.
Yeah.
It's only 20
okay.
feet though, right? Only 20 feet.
I can take the damage. It's
Yeah.
humiliating.
Make a concentration favor. Well, you're stunned, right? And so I don't know that you would maintain concentration through that on your wings. So I think. Also, no, I don't think this was a concentrate. It's not a spell. It's an effect. So I think the wings remain, but you flutter to the ground.
And I bent one, you fucker.
Your feathers, no.
It kind of sucks that I fluttered to the ground because if I had just fallen, it probably would have knocked me out of my stun. But because I float gently, I'm just like.
No, you still fall. You don't like they're like not like you're not little cupids falling down to the ground. All and no, you fall. It's just the wings kind of flap in the wind as they do.
Right.
So 20 feet of fall damage.
2d6.
Thud.
Yep.
You want to roll it?
Yeah, I'll roll it. Okay, 3 points of fall damage.
Okay. Does my stun remain, or does that snap me out of it? I'm fine with either.
I don't know. Damn it. Hold on. Does full.
Spine Crusher, like as he's running around towards this machinery, sees this, and he's just like, oh.
Not good.
Triply humiliated in 7 seconds.
Damn, you can take flying lessons.
Say this. Make another intelligence save.
Okay.
Or constitution check. Constitution check, I'd say.
You are so kind.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I forgot I'm really good at that. 17.
Okay. Yes. Very fortunately, I'd say that the fall does indeed. It's just poor planning on the Mind Flayer's part of thinking, oh shit, wait, no, damn it. All right. Yeah, you fall down, take the fall damage, and then that 3 points is enough to snap you out of it. You are prone, and yeah, I'd say dazed for 1 round. However,
And humiliated.
yeah.
I just like groggily look up to the sky.
Like,
and
even
just,
if you are perfectly fine, you just don't feel like getting up right now. So you snooze button for the next round.
These guys are the worst.
That's the real rub here. Is
Good thing I wasn't raging.
Yeah, do a stealth check for me, please.
you should try to be.
11.
Okay. I'd say the Mind Flayer knows that something is attacking it, but doesn't know what. Sees the scimitar and everything. With an 11, I think. What is its passive?
It's gotta be better than that.
I'm pretty
They're
sure.
smart creatures.
Oh god, yeah, no, he sees you. Okay. By the way, what I did before was I just took your average stealth, and you guys just barely beat their passives on that one. So, Mind Flayer 3 does through the tear in the awning see you. So it's going to 5, 10, 15, 20. Does that invoke an attack at the top? Do spiritual weapons get attacks of
I don't
opportunity?
think
Or
so.
yeah, because they're not sentient. 25, 30. That's its movement. That's what it's going to do. I can get up there, and it's going to hold its action. Okay. Brings us to Atraxa. You're stunned.
Yeah, I'm just like trying to shake the dust out of my head, and I'm just kind of like swearing and going around like, "Oh, you fucking tentacle face!" Ugh."
You're the dad from Christmas Story right now. Yeah. All right, Zara, you're up.
I do not like this thing getting close to me, so I'm gonna drag the spiritual weapon, which is just enough movement speed to reach like the bottom half of the Mind Flayer now, and try to like swing at it.
All right, go ahead and make an attack.
Yeah. That is a 13 to hit.
13, unfortunately, does not.
Alright. And I'm like, ah! And I shoot at another, sacred
Okay.
flame.
You need line of sight for that?
Yes, I believe I do.
Okay, so when poking out your head to take a look, at that point the Mind Flayer is going to
me
use
double
his
check.
skill.
Wait, actually, is it within, how close with it is it to me? Can I do just like an AoE from me and just kind of grab it?
You can try do an area of effective attack, yeah.
Oh, never mind. It says that you can see. Yeah, now I'm leaning over the edge. It's gonna get me.
Okay. It's okay. All right. So just do me a favor and make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, I'm
15
so
or
good at
higher.
those.
Yeah.
We're all bad at this. This is why you pick Mind Flayers.
It's 15. Let's go.
What'd you get?
15. Even.
Oh my god. All right. You were
14 plus 1.
fucking lucky. Okay. Oh, that's right. Adraxa, you should have taken psychic damage as well, by the way. Sorry.
Neat.
Completely forgot. So you take 4d8 plus 4.
That's so many.
Um,
It's so many
17.
damages.
So many psychic damages.
so 18 points of psychic damage. Plus 4. So 22 points of psychic damage.
Slap
Oh,
top of
both
head.
of
This bad
us?
boy can hit so
Yeah.
many points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Jeez.
Just not emotional damage. All right. Actually, no, you're the tank in that, aren't you?
Yes,
All right.
Ow.
So lucky.
My hell.
It used to be when
Right.
you killed
But
my
now
best
I
friend.
can blast it, right? I can blast
Yeah,
it.
now you can blast it. Sorry. Yes.
Yep. Dex save 17.
Okay. 7 or 8.
Oh.
Yeah.
Get fucked for 16 damage. 16 radiant. Yep.
Right. Nice. 1 second. Sorry, I'm trying to get this thing.
Do I have anything? Oh, I probably should have like done some like channel divinity stuff. Next time.
All right. How many points?
If I make it all. 16. 1-6.
Oh, you're fucking him up. All right. 37. Okay. Nice. He's looking fairly hurt. Still got a little bit of kick to him. All right. Spine Crusher, you're up.
All right. So Adraxa fell to the ground, but her token is still on top of the building.
Yes. No, she's on top of the building. Like, she fell down to the building.
Oh, because she was up one higher,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
She's on the ledge and then like got hit with a mind blast, the psychic damage, and fell. Landed 20 feet down on the building.
On the roof of the other building. So I still can't see her. I probably
No,
also
you
can't
saw me
see
right.
Sarah. I can't see shit over here, actually.
Well, you are. Yeah, you weren't looking over your shoulder to see. You might have heard the.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Actually, wait a minute. Let me just check one more thing. Sorry.
You might have heard the swearing and the thud.
Well, he did, because he was boom.
I believe that's a 60-foot cone.
Oh, no.
Spine Crusher, I'm
happening, Matt?
sorry. I need you to make an intelligence save too.
Okay.
Brutal.
Even though he's, like, way above me? Oh,
It would
it's
have
a
been
cone,
pointing
right?
down. Yeah, it would have been
Cone.
pointing down. I'm sorry. It's a 60-foot cone.
All right. What save was
God,
it?
I'm sorry. I know this feels fucky as shit. Intelligence 15.
Okay,
Oh.
Ooh, 16.
Okay, you're fine. You're fine. You're
Yeah.
fine. Fucking A. Cool. Okay.
But what were you going to say?
Nothing. Don't worry about that.
Wait, did I take damage even though I succeeded the save?
No, you should not have.
Oh, never mind. Yay! Back to more than half health.
All right. Spine Crusher looks around. Does he see a rope? Or
Yeah, you
something
see,
with which to climb to the top
Directly,
of the building?
that big contraption directly left of you.
Mhm.
Yeah, you see that there is a counterweight down below. Looks to be a giant barrel full of some kind of pickling agents. Pretty gross.
Pickling agent.
But heavy, yeah, like vinegar or something, right? But it like
Yeah.
Judging by the sign that's the writing on it that says pickling agent, yeah. On you.
Is there anything?
Focus.
Is Spine Crusher intelligent enough to think he could do anything with this pickling agent?
It looks heavy
Fucking
and it's tied to the
pickling
rope, or something. Yeah, it's like you get the feeling that you could probably use this in some way to vault yourself up. Make an
Yeah.
intelligence check.
Okay. Ooh, not 20.
Yeah. Okay. You see. Oh, you don't even have to cut a rope. You see a lever.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
grab onto the rope on the one side that's loose.
Yeah. So I
You-
grab the rope and I put one foot up on the building, And
not even that, you just kick the lever, and then you it lifts you straight up to the building. You're able to swing right over
Here I
onto
go,
it.
way up
Effortless.
high,
Perfect.
look at me, now I fly.
Was that an
Yeah.
action? Or was that 20 feet of movement? How do you want to
I'll say that was a swift action, like using a door.
swift action? Okay,
And you
cool.
have your action and movement right now. Yeah.
I have
Right?
my actual movement, right?
That's your bonus, right? Because we don't have swift actions. Yeah. Bonus
Okay.
action. That. So yeah.
Okay, sorry. So I have movement now.
Yes.
Okay.
You have to jump that gap.
Yeah, that's
however.
what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go 5, 10. I'm jumping it. It's only 5 feet.
Do it.
Don't do me dirty, Matt. What do I got to do? Acrobatics,
Athletics.
Yeah.
athletics, or
Those are
Athletics.
athletics.
Yeah.
Sorry.
athletics?
Sorry for correcting you. It's just I'm only good at athletics, so I have it memorized.
25.
You're good. Yeah. You just
Alright.
really not even like missing your stride. You get right up and you clear that gap effortlessly.
There we go.
Mind the gap.
All right. And I already used my action, right? So that is.
No, you used your bonus action for that.
Oh, it's a
so
bonus action to go
Yeah.
up there. All right. So
You can hold your action too if you need.
yeah, I'm gonna hold my action. Yeah, I'm gonna hold my action, and I'm gonna. If somebody comes within, do I have line of sight to anyone?
Right now, you can see the mind flayer standing on top of the building.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to take a shot at him with my crossbow.
Okay.
All right, 17.
That hits. Yeah.
All right. And I'm also, that's right. So I'm also going to use my extra attack. So I can do this 3 times. I'll roll 2 more times.
Yeah.
Nice.
Get
Second
him.
one is 21
Wait. To hit.
and 11. Yeah, these are all to hit. So 17,
Okay.
21, 11.
First 2 hits. Third does not.
All right, so I roll damage twice.
Yep.
6 and wow, 11.
All right. So 17 points.
17
Nice.
damage. Yeah. Lob off
Awesome.
3 arrows in fast succession. 1 misses.
All right. First Legion Salvage Scrap is going to try to attack this Mind Flayer. Misses again. The other one is going to try to break out, as it's just really gross. Oh, 15? Is it actually? Yeah, it does. Oh, cool. Just barely breaks out. Ugh. And is going to take a step back. Yeah. All right. That's going to bring us to the Conduit Strider. It's going to try one more kick.
Get him.
Hit. Holy shit. Ooh. Another 11 points. Nice. Mind Flayer is looking hurt. All right. Brings us to that Mind Flayer, which is going to then turn and try to use its Mind Blast. Back up a little bit, invoking an attack of opportunity from the Salvage Scrap. It's a hit. Okay, 3 points. Backs up enough to where it can then use its Mind Blast. Second.
Uh-oh. These guys have minds? I guess they do.
Fail.
Play.
Fail. Fail. They all fail. However, that doesn't fucking matter because as it tries to hit, it suddenly finds itself terrified as what was a direct, like, textbook Mind Flayer Mind Blast. It finds that it's not hitting anything. The Mind Flayer finds itself confused by this strange new mind that is in front of it, something it's never seen before.
Okay.
Well, seen not really being the right word, but sensed,
Take it.
heard.
Textbook.
listened to.
Textbook Mind Flayer mistake. Huh.
I think
What a bunch of
name of the
idiots.
episode. Yeah. All right, Mind Flayer 2, taking a crossbow bolts, is going to fly, just float down, and is going to go to you, Spine Crusher, and is going to try to attack with the tentacles. 1 second. Ooh, that's going to be a 26 to hit.
Ouch.
Yeah, that hits. That's
Okay,
not
do me a favor and make a 15 intelligence saving throw.
Gosh, 15 you said?
Yep.
Failed.
Okay, you are stunned until this grapple ends. You are currently grappled.
Okay.
You also take 2d10 plus 4 psychic damage. 1 second.
Okay.
Good luck.
No.
Yay.
I missed you. I hope your backup character's even nicer than this one.
Okay, 15 points.
Backup character? How much?
15.
15. Ouch. All right.
All right. Mind Flayer 3. Having failed to blast you, Zera, he's going to float up and he's going to try the same thing. Directly next to you. I need you to make... Actually, first he's going to try to hit. See if he does.
Yeah, does he at disadvantage?
At disadvantage? Okay.
Warding flare.
5. Okay. 17.
Misses.
Just barely misses. All right. Very well done then. As the tentacles go at you, but there's just something... You just immediately at the last second cast a quick, sigil to protect yourself, and it singes the tentacles that would try to grab at you. All right.
Thank you.
Oh man, very well done. All right, Draxa, you come to prone. You now see a Mind Flayer directly above and behind you a bit.
And how is Spine Crusher grappled? By tentacles?
Tentacles.
So I've seen this before in our last
You
fight.
have.
I know what can come of this.
Yes.
Oh man, like very sore, wings all kerfuffled and spectral feathers pointing in the wrong direction. I climb to my feet. I'm like, dust myself off. I told you you were not welcome in this town. And I go into a rage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
And with that, I would like to grab this Mind Flayer and yank him, them. I would like to try to yank them off of Spine Crusher.
Okay. Make a strength check.
This is
Oh
what I
fuck!
do.
Now we're getting into weird grapple versus grapple shit.
This is
Okay.
Contested grapple.
I don't know. Okay.
19.
Second. Versus. Oh, 19! Oh, God!
Meets it beats. Is that you or me? I always forget.
It's contested, so I think...
You want to go again?
You are a benevolent DM.
I know. And I think that you win that one.
Because I meet.
You initiated the grapple, right?
Yeah.
I'm guessing if it
Okay.
meets a
Yes.
beat.
Sure. Thank you. I love you. Happy birthday to
Yeah,
me.
yeah. Happy birthday, Ash.
All right. All right. So yeah, I will get directly behind him and just like grab him around the middle and heave him just like a couple of feet in this direction. So like, can I drag him to about here? So he's still near us and like between us, but off of Spine Crusher space.
Okay. We'll say that you just leap up, grab this thing's head, put your feet onto Spine Crusher, and give a good kick. With a peeling... I'm going to say that it's going to deal some damage just getting him off, though, because it's better than...
Yeah.
So Spine Crusher, you are going to take 2d8 damage. 8 points of damage.
Oh man, Spine Crusher's looking rough.
But it's much better than you were about to be, trust me.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, am I no longer stunned too?
Yes, you were... until the grapple ends, yeah, you were no longer stunned. It's just like, that's your first mind flayer kiss. Yeah.
Gross. I got like slime all over my face. I'm just like,
It
Oh,
can go
God.
worse.
Don't recommend it.
All right.
I don't have an attack because of the grapple, so I'm just gonna like maintain the grapple to give Spine Crusher a decent punching bag.
Okay.
Yeah,
Zera, you're up.
like me being a
Alright,
team player for once.
Mind Flayers 2 seems to have moved a little bit closer to me. Is it within 30 feet of me by
It's
chance?
it's standing like floating in the air directly in front of you.
No, Mind Flayer 2, the one
Oh,
that's like
yeah. That is, the two of them were lined up, more or less.
Alright, well, I would like to remember that I have abilities that aren't spells and use my Channel Divinity Radiance of Dawn. So each hostile creature within 30 feet needs to make a DC 17 con save. I'm hoping these things don't have much constitution.
18 and
Fuck. Jinx myself.
13 for Mind Flayer 3, which is right in front of you.
Alright, so they are going to take 2d10 plus 13 damage, so 17 plus 13, which is 30, and half on a save.
Wait, okay, so half on a save, so hold on.
Yeah.
So 30 points damage total,
Yeah,
and then 15 points for the halved, right?
yes.
Alright, so hold on. So the one that, Draxa, that you're
I
grappling.
rolled really well.
Yeah,
and
that's crazy. Hold
my
on.
plus damage is my level as well, which is kind of absurd. Thanks,
God.
clerics.
For the one directly in front of you, how do you want to do this?
Yeah.
I think now I cast that like sigil that was like, no, don't touch me, and then I feel like it just gets brighter and brighter and brighter and just like
Say back off in high station.
yeah.
Love it. Yeah, to the point where like I'd say this, like the Mind Flayer that's directly in front of you, there's this like radiant light that Adraxa you barely see. This, arcane symbol that you see in Zera doodle once in a while. You see it burn clear through the Mind Flayer's head and torso.
Cool.
Almost like seeing like an Egyptian like Ankh, just like
There you go.
blast through, and then it actually ends up like you see the skin on the side of the Mind Flayer you're holding start to burn a bit.
Gross.
Fucking A. Awesome.
Alright, now I'll send my little spiritual weapon over to the one that I didn't burn to death and see if it can finish the job.
What's its movement speed?
20 feet?
It can get up to here.
Oh, is there that much of a vertical difference?
It's 20 foot. Yeah. 20 foot. So
Well, it's making its way downtown.
making its way downtown.
Maybe next
Well,
time.
fast.
I
That guy's
understood
Ash. All right, here we
Oh,
go.
no.
Spine Crusher. You
all right.
come to. Gross. You see the Mind Flayer's tentacles still reaching out at you, desperately trying to, latch onto whatever they can. You actually get a glimpse of that toothy maw, circular, almost like a, auger looking to drill a big hole. Yeah.
I
Spine-
yell in character, Spine Crusher, flank!
Spine Crusher takes one very kind of careful step forward directly behind the Mind Flayer, pulls out his Warhammer. Oh, this is gonna be fun. And like swings the Warhammer around his head a couple times, and just and because he's flanked, do I get advantage? Right, advantage, right?
Yeah.
So swing around my head a couple times. So I'm gonna do I'm gonna try to attack him 3 times, as swings back around. 1, so I'll just do all 3 in a row. So extra attack. All right, the Warhammer. 1, 2. Don't tell me I fucking miss all these.
With advantage, right? You're flanking?
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, sorry. So okay, so 18, 14. God, I just rolled 2 nat 1s in a row. 18 and 14, and a 9.
18 hits. So 1.
Okay.
We're not like swinging it so much, and this thing is like kicking up in the air and still trying to float.
All right, so damage there. Another nat 1. 3 nat 1s in a row. 6 damage.
What were you gonna say, Ash?
Nothing. Sorry.
So 6 damage.
6 damage.
Okay.
As he's literally right in front of me, and somehow Spine Crusher just whoops
No.
can't quite handle the war axe or the war
Flips off
hammer.
his gross tentacles.
Yeah,
Quite there, unfortunately. Yeah.
it's a little too slimy from the Mind Flayer kiss.
All right. Salvage Scrap is going to kind of post up in defense, both of them. Conduit Strider is going to try again to hit. That's a hit. Oh, as it is dying. Nice. Just enough as it
Yes.
drops its foot down, crushing the Mind Flayer into the dirt. All right. That's going to bring us to the one remaining Mind Flayer.
Uh-oh.
All right. Okay.
Uh-oh.
So, as it kind of realizes its desperate situation, Adraxa, there's a moment as you feel this sort of, this thing is like writhing and everything, but there's a moment where you feel it kind of relax and you almost hear a chuckle to itself as it your arms go straight through and you're not holding anything. This sort of shimmer of light in the Mind Flayer goes spectral, vanishes.
What? I knew I should have thrown it off the roof. Always throw Mind Flayer off the roof.
Always. Well,
Just gotta look up in the book how bad it is, whatever it's about to happen.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna start rolling dice. Here it is.
so for the sake of it, I'll say combat has ended.
What? No. I thought no. I used my action to
Last
search
thing you
for it.
heard, yeah,
I wanted to kill him.
your action. I know
We
you
wanted to
did,
kill him.
but he realized his situation and he got the fuck out of there.
How? What did we see happen?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay. A disadvantage because I'm exhausted. Also, I'm a
It
barbarian.
would be a disadvantage because you were a Drax the Barbarian.
7.
7. Fucker turned into sand, and you start looking at the sand on the roof and
Start
like
digging through it.
picking it a little
What?
bit.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, you're not sure what the hell that slippery fucking bastard just got away from you. Ugh, tentacles. They're so gross, those things.
Are you all
There's-
right? You have shit on your face.
Can you-
Think I've been better.
Don't
Ugh.
ever let them get that close to your face. They will take your brain out through your forehead.
Why did you do it?
Why did I do what?
You're right in his face. Why?
To save your dumb face. Dum.
Save me.
Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. I fluff my spectral wings indignantly.
Spine Crusher kicks the pile of sand.
All right, yeah, just
See, you okay?
so frustrating and yeah. You see the dead one kind of like slumped over into a bit of a puddle, and the other one that's just squashed to death. Over the city, the last few cries and cheers and everything start to emanate, and there's a sense of somehow victory snatched from the jaws of defeat. The overwhelming forces of the Mind Flayers over the disparate, broken factions of, surviving soldiers who had barely slept in the last week of, nightmares and screams and snatchings and things. You find yourselves now in a city that's starting to maybe reckon with realization of some things. maybe most of the people in the city, it's fair to say, have no idea whatsoever that they've been 2 years gone, including yourself. I mean, you know this now that it's been 2 years, but you don't know
Thanks,
what the
Warren.
ramifications are. Yeah, you know only a few things. Avra survived long enough to be alive some point in the future, although it takes a toll on her. You also know that Waren is alive. You know that Asasith, the arch scholar, the leader of the beacons, is dead. You know that, well, that's about it. You don't know much more. So, the scarab flies overhead, shooting past in the city. Over to the right of the rooftop, you can, we'll say over the course of this, you see the familiar Conduit Strider come up. Where do we go from here?
Nice work, Boulder's Throw.
Thank you.
It's been a long day. Do you and your comrades rest? We need rest.
We don't. We maintain ourselves, but
Could you watch our backs while we rest?
climb up. And kind of, bows down a bit, giving you a chance to climb onto him.
Thank you. Can we signal to the scarab? Try and communicate with Calgrassa? I'm assuming he hasn't abandoned us.
Hopefully.
You can try. You could also ask if he can get a hold.
If he can, we can ask if he can what?
If he can signal. I mean, you're on top of a giant bipedal towering robot. You could probably get the attention of whoever you want to.
Yeah, that's true. I'll just look up towards the scarab where I know Calgrassa and Zero were sitting before, and I'll just try and whistle really loud.
Jeez, and hope for the
You
best.
come to the realization very quickly that it's not a horse. Nothing, as it zooms past, some of the debris still falling down around you.
Shit.
Sorry about that. I don't know how big I am still.
It's fine. I don't give a shit about the city anymore.
Wow, okay.
I mean, just the people, the buildings, whatever.
Bad thing happens. True. Unless the buildings fall on the people, which I'm actually kind of concerned about.
Oh, good call.
It looks like it's solid enough. It seems like they know what they're doing. Honestly, I'm surprised it held up as well as it did.
Well, this is the one school that would have held up. The others were made out of straws and sticks.
Sand, I heard.
Yep. But the sand was full of magic as well, so it was kind of weird.
Yeah. So it seems kind of shaky to me. I mean, an entire building held up by people hoping they can get enough sleep while they're in college doesn't seem like a very well thought out idea.
How are you and your kin adjusting to the clarity?
Strange. Explained it to all of them. There's some others who didn't. I don't know how to explain this. There are others in the desert that are lost. When we went, they were left behind. They were too far away from Flohelg for any of them to reach out and be heard. And they were also too, well, obviously they couldn't hear me. So they've gone feral. They don't answer. They don't understand. They're scared. What I hear is that they're lost. I can speak to them, but the compass speaks to them as well. It's just discordant, and they'll go to him if they can, or they'll go to me. It's hard to tell.
They have lost their purpose.
Sarah, do you
I know
think...
what that's like.
Oh, sorry. I mean, yeah, if Spinecrusher can find his way, anybody can. Sarah, do you think you have something that could calm these feral metal people?
Definitely not today.
At all?
Where do you want me to take you?
The best I've got is a second level suggestion that is due to my race.
I don't think that'll last very long either.
No, it won't.
Probably not.
Maybe if I can meet with some of the people who study here.
I can tell it to chill out for 8 hours. That's about it.
We need a long-term fix for this.
The longest term fix would be to free them all.
We can't worry about a few lost sheep right now. We gotta focus. I think we need to get to the Burning Isles.
Thank you. You all of you for saving me. I know that was a great risk to you. You all look hurt.
You're welcome. We owe you one too.
Least we could do.
It's at this point that you hear this heavy footsteps, almost of a platoon marching in unison, as you see coming through the city streets, just maybe a few dozen of the First Legion Vanguard finally making it to regroup at the Strider.
Does anyone have a status report on the rest of the city?
I think almost all the mind flayers are dead or dying. It seems they've managed to capture a few even. They're keeping them far apart from each other.
Okay.
What I can tell from what we see, there's a lot of people hurt, dead. A lot of people who lost their minds today.
Yeah.
There's strange. He's intact. We were able to save a lot of people, and I think most of them are shaken up. We've lost some First Legion as well. Guards, not sure, but thinking they were under attack. It's okay. Honestly, I think a lot of them are at peace now.
That was my hope.
I can take you back to, well, where do you want to go? Back to that place by the sea?
We need to
as far as the ocean.
We need to regroup with one of the council, Calgressa. He's on the Scarab. And from there, I think we need to head to the Burning Isles. I don't think you can be the one to take us.
No. Oh, I've always wanted to go, though. Damn. This, you kind of hold on tight, crouches down, and then grasshopper jumps. Oh, sorry. You hear him say, while he's actually well high above the buildings, to where you feel like this sort of rush of like almost like those amusement park contraptions with like the big slingshot that fires you into the air. You feel your stomach lurch into your throat. Oh god. And then lands again. Make a constitution save, the three of you.
Ah, shoot, man.
I use my wings to try and like balance myself, and right when I think I have it, my wings just disappear.
Yeah.
11.
18.
What'd you get, Mike?
10.
Just enough, all of you. Mike, or Spinecrusher is definitely the most queasy out of all three of you. You thought this was just going to be, this whole thing was just going to be, we show up, we stand in the sand, and we fight some robots, and then we head home. Now, it's been a bit different for what you were expecting. As the, Boulder's Throw lands on one of the higher buildings atop the very pinnacle of the brick palace, this sort of arched colonnade where you can see there are they're really not columns, but smokestacks, one after the other, leading down to the foundries below. Unlit now for probably the first time in an age. The brick palace. It's actually, kind of striking seeing it. It's covered in all black soot up here, but it's from here. It's probably the best view in the city right now, given the state of all the other buildings that being gone. Beautiful. You can see there's just a moment of calm here. You can see the ocean to the west of you, still glittering like a bunch of sapphire strewn across a silk cloth. You can see the blazing white sands to the east, and smoke that normally would be billowing out of these furnaces, these forges and foundries, but instead it's smoke billowing up from across the city. Maybe some from the army of Ember doing their best. But a lot of it probably just the sort of normal fire that accompanies war. Soon enough, Boulder's Throw emanates out this light. It looks almost arcane. Maybe this sort of spectral grid that appears, hexagonal. And then from it comes a series of other lights that pop out. And he's like, sorry, still trying things, figure it out. Hold on. And then it kind of wobbles a bit. Feels like almost like he's trying to do yoga for a bit or something, like stretching. And then you see this beacon of greenish light shine up, carve its way across the sky until it lands on the scarab. You see pulses of green light fly out across that line. And
That's a cool new trick.
soon enough, you see the scarab turn its way back. And soon enough, it slows more or less to a stop. Kind of a difficult sort of like back and forth wobbling hover. But it's enough to where a few moments later you see a very injured Calgressa just, limping his way out onto the sky deck where he, one by one, unfurls a rope.
Cool.
Thank goodness. A rope or like a ladder?
It's a rope.
Sarah's doomed.
Crap.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
going
bringing
last.
up that. Can we try like a loop in the end and maybe have him pull me up?
Yeah, we'll
He just
Rapunzel you up.
yells down, just grab on!
So, as I take hold of the rope, I'll turn around and try and look into Varric Boulder's Throws, wherever I think he can see me from.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say, your debt to us is paid. You and your unit, you're free now. You have free will. You've done what we've asked. But I have a proposition for you. There's a bigger war at stake. More than Fergandal and Slowhelg and Higarisil. But between the planes of existence, we need all the help we can get. You're free to go, seek your fortune however you want, but it would be great if you could stay on our side. Keep in touch.
I'm not sure I have much need of fortune anymore. I don't really understand much about all the planes or this or that. Never was much for those fancy lessons.
You left behind family and people you love, right? If they still exist, then we need to do our part to protect them.
I don't know. I don't know if they still exist. I don't know what still exists anymore. But I won't be far. I'm gonna try and go to the desert to save the others if I can. You can find me there if you need.
Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you. With that, you grab the rope, and Calgressa begins hoisting you up. It's enough time for you to say maybe one last thing.
I start climbing up with 2 hands just to make Zara feel bad.
Moment passes.
Well, I've accepted this as mine.
As he's hoisting you up, you're pulling up as well, so it's just this...
I'm running up the escalator.
Yeah. Soon enough, you reach him. I'll say all three of you for the sake of it. He helps you up. He helps Spine Crusher up. Zara, he throws a rope ladder down.
You are a strong man.
Been through worse.
Calgressa, do you think we're ready to go reunite with the surviving council?
We need to find out where they are.
Oh, did Zara not tell you? They're on the Burning Isles.
Wonderful.
That's what Rayron said.
Ron Constant was one hell of a good man. It'd be hard to replace him for the brass fleet. But we lost a lot of good people there at the Exodus.
We need to move forward for who still survives.
What's your plan?
Well, you and your cohort are smarter than we are, so we were kind of gonna look to you for guidance, but we know there is a new ethereal war coming. We do not know how to equip ourselves to fight gods. We are going to figure it out and die trying.
Gendath was always a sort who looked into ancient artifacts and religions and things of that nature. Wouldn't necessarily say he was an atheist, but an anti-theist. I think that we could ask him, much as I don't like to. But yes, I think we need to get in touch with the rest of the council immediately.
Yes.
Those are
I have a city to run. I have a city to rebuild. I can't go.
You want us to take the scarab?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh no.
There's one more thing.
Oh yes.
As he kind of like
Follow me.
leads you into the scarab and everything. He gets into the pilot seat, flies a bit towards the north of the city.
Actually, wait.
Veers it around, and heads due south. It's an exhilarating flyover. It's the city that you've come to love, and even in its ruins, you have no doubt that the years to come, Higershill will grow back to become this shining beacon of wisdom, of knowledge, of not just that, but
It'll be a fun fact in its history, like long term.
yeah, this is nothing. But you can already hear cheers from the people, almost like just climbing out from the woodworks. People climbing up to the rooftops, and as the scarab flies overhead, you could see bits of fireworks thrown up from the army of Ember, kind of trailing behind you in celebration. Claim.
We've never gotten celebration before. They're usually chasing us out of
Yay.
town.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna be mad.
They're always mad at us. This is such a nice change of pace.
He kind of looks and says,
I think, you ask me, I think there's going to be a festival every year. There's one more thing. You've done more than enough to help this city that we are in your debts beyond what I think the Treasury has money to pay. But another offer.
You see guns the scarab a bit faster. Past the iron vaults, past the remains of the spires where the brass fleet was once moored. You see the Great Bay, where the warships no longer float. You see then, as he passes the docks, flies over towards the island of Regana. Cuts a little bit left. And then brings the ship down a bit.
Looks like it might need a little bit of paint, but it's yours if you want it.
Villa Thuala?
Along with the vineyards, the income generated from it on an annual basis, provided that you can get some of the staff to do the weeding. I don't think she needs it.
This whole island.
No, not the whole island. The town of Regana is still its own. But, yes, pretty much the entire island.
What happened to Villa Thuala?
Well, as far as I know, she's not here to claim it. And I think that that island itself is often given as a dispensation for duties rendered to Higurashi.
Well, like own it for 10 years and then someone else will get it type deal.
When
I'm
next
sure.
hero comes around.
Mind you, this is a summer cottage to her. It's the least we can do for you.
Thank you, Calgrasa. This
Go.
is very kind.
You are good friends to have made.
And you. And Zara,
Second
this
dollar.
is... This is...
Your people's sacrifices will not be forgotten either.
Oh, yeah.
And we can walk to visit Drevstrola from here. It's not far.
True.
We'd be happy
Friend
to
of
take
yours.
another one we lost. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's been a long week.
It's been a long day.
Let's set it down.
He brings the ship down to a point where it starts blowing past the trees and everything, shaking. Drops you down to the point where you don't have to. He doesn't even have to lower ropes, but he gets to a point where he can actually land it, more or less, on that sort of like eastern ridge. There, it's a short walk up the slope. There are some vines overgrown on the villa. Great bit of dust and everything. But otherwise, unoccupied. Need of maybe some spring cleaning. Long overdue. Some wet rags to the windows and a mop to the floor, but otherwise... Thuala Villa is in need of a new name. So, you guys can finally, after all of that loss, all of those fights and struggles, take a well-deserved long rest.
Yes.
Oh my god. I can click that long rest button and say, yes, I do want to confirm.
How many months have it been?
You should also level up.
Yes!
No!
So,
Happy
Level
birthday
14.
to Adraxa! Oh, we can finally bury Brunin after he died like 6 months ago.
Oh yeah, there's like an actual plot of land.
Oh man, I can't wait for what's coming next.
yeah.
Oh man. That's awesome, Matt. That was hugely gratifying.
Yes.
After just
Yeah.
being like, go, go,
There's
go,
an end.
stress, go, go, go. That's a
And now we
really...
get to play HGTV simulator for a little bit.
Well, that is we're gonna need to replace all these wine casks for one.
we're gonna go pick some mushrooms in the woods, see what happens.
Yep.
the mushrooms grow
We try
up.
to plant some of those mushrooms that like we took from the glass hearth.
Hire some exterminators for
Mhm.
one, definitely. Someone to go in the basement and kill some rats for you. That's all.
Maybe a level 1 party of adventurers.
Who all have like very deep backstories and everything, and like yeah.
They're all orphans.
Mhm.
This is the origin story for the people from that village.
Why are you wearing like a dark cloak over your head? You're going into a basement.
You wouldn't
Don't get it.
understand.
Yeah,
That's my witch-like character.
they throw daggers. All right. Oh man. Well, everyone who came by, I think this is where we're calling it. So
2 a day 18. Thanks for being our new friend. Thanks everybody hanging out in the
Yeah.
chat tonight.
oh man.
We
So
love
2
having you guys
days.
here.
Friend from high school.
Nice.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Now you get
Yeah.
to bring friends to the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have to get up with me offline, because if it's your friend from high school, then I went to high school with him.
It's true. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks
All
for
right.
being here, everybody.
Yeah.
We'll be back for Artema Thursday night, if you will join us again. Probably.
Yeah.
We love you guys. Night-night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.